On now.
So I've got this Xerographica that I spotted from up a ladder. I already knew I had it. It's mid-size, but I didn't realise until I was up the ladder that it's thrown a pup, which is most interesting because normally a Xerographica will flower first. I can see it was tagged at one point, but the tag itself's come off. I assume that's what that was for, and it's been unhappy in the past. So one of the reasons why a Xerographica might throw a pup is because it's in a vastly different environment to what it was when it first started.
Yeah, they
growing.
sort of go into a shock and stimulates growth.
So it appears because it's really enjoying where it is. It's covered in seeds. I'm not sure whether you can see those, the seeds here. But at the time, this was the best I had to work with, this metal, which I'm a bit over now, and he needs a bit more space, and this pup really needs to be moved.
And she's having trouble giving birth because you've pinned the legs together.
So. And that pup's quite a viable age, so I'm just going to take this old mounting off, and I don't think I'll bother removing that wire from the bottom. This is really firm. It's firmly on. I'm trying to unhook this little bit here. You know what? I could probably put some glasses on and I'd be able to see a lot better.
Just bend it one
there
way
we
or the
go.
other.
It just needs to unhook. There we go. So that's got that off. I'm not going to reuse that. I'll take this one off.
Somebody wants to help.
Oh, someone likes to be in the middle of the action. Don't you, JJ? I'm going by braille at the moment. I'm seeing very fuzzy. I am going to resort to my glasses because I don't want to break anything.
Old age.
The trusty olds. So I don't want to necessarily remove all of these leaves either. So I'm just going to see if I can sort of fold them back. Because I just want to get to the base of this pup.
The mum will still pull back minerals from
potentially,
old leaves.
yeah. So we can see where the pup is in there. I just really want to get a finger down as low, or a couple of fingers either side, as low as I can on that pup. And just sort of prise it downwards.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're good.
And oh, look at that. So we've lost a leaf, but the rest of them are largely intact.
Yep.
So I'll be able to remount this one now. This one's been side mounted and you can sort of see how the shape goes a bit skew with. So I'm going to leave him side mounted. But
Just have a look at the pup. Can we
gorgeous
have a look
pup.
at its butt to see how good that is?
Absolutely, but that is impressive. And it's my first Xerographica pup too.
That's perfect.
You can see it's got couple of roots that came with it, but that's where its root system will grow from.
Now, if you were going to put that in bark, you'd let that scar heal for about 3 or 4 days.
Over. Yeah, definitely.
But if it's going to be on wire or something, that's not an issue.
So that was pretty clean.
Cool.
So this time round, I've got some 3mm aluminium.
3mm aluminium craft wire.
Yeah, so I thought that's what I'm going to use for this Xerographica to mount it. I'm not hanging anything below it. It's going back on the tree where it was. So I'm just going to make a nice base that will go around the root structure. Just gives me a good spot to start.
Yep.
It's a nice firm one. And what I like about the aluminium is how bendable it is. I'm going to go around that one, maybe tuck under this one.
I mean, it's a fair bit of force to bend it, being 3mm.
It's a firm plant as well.
Yeah, the wire's holding a lot of weight, so rather than have thinner wire and have it just stretching all the time, you're better off with this, where it can hold the shape that you wanted.
So that's going to go back on my tree. It's hanging on a green mesh. I've got some over there. It's hanging on a green mesh that's around the whole tree. So he'll go back up, she, it. But I do want to tag him again. So we've got T, Xerographica.
That's my worst problem. I always forget to write out a new tag, and yeah, I should make a rule where I do it first.
Yeah, so now we have a freshie, and I'll just wind that on a couple of times, and you can see in there where the pup came from. Can you get a view of that at all,
Yep.
Gary?
Yep.
Yeah. So he'll go back up on the tree now, and hopefully sometime in the next 12, 18 months it'll flower or put out another pup.
It'll tend to put out another few pups now that you've taken one off.
Oh dear.
It stimulates the plant, well, makes it panic.
So this little guy, I'm not sure what to do with him, but I think I want to vertically hang this one upright. So to do that, I'm actually going to use a steel wire and decide roughly how long I want it. So I'm going to make it about that long. And then I'm going to want a top hook for it that I can put a swivel on so that it will swivel and get the same sort of or similar sun all round. So the first swivel I'm going to put on here, it's a biggie. These ones don't really have a top or bottom, so that's not a concern.
Yep, it's a 4.0 stainless dark steel, but it's still stainless, so it won't rust.
So I've got my
you get it from fishing shops. It's a 4.0 gauge.
And then I'm going to do this end, hang him on, and I like to bend the bottom back a little bit just so it sort of hangs different. I don't know, we all have our quirks, don't we?
No.
So in the middle, I'm now going to create like a nest for the plant. I'm actually going to sit it a bit lower because the bottom of the plant's not going to get any longer, is it?
Absolutely.
It's the top that's going to grow, so he can hang fairly low. So I'm going to make a comfortable hanging spot now for him. And this is how I do it. I love these clips. That's very bent. So we'll straighten up both sides. The idea for that is to be able to put either wire or zip ties through. Going to curl that one. If I choose to hang something below it, generally it will already have its own spinner, but I could choose to put a spinner on the bottom as well. Oh, that's now the top. All right, well that is easy. Look at me go. I'll take that off there and pop it on the other end. Goose.
So mistakes don't really matter. I mean.
So now we come to this and how I might like to hang this. I can either permanently hang it, which I don't really like the idea of zip tie. Now I'm having a slight second thought.
Yeah, zip ties are good because they'll give you a year at least before the sun breaks them, and that gives the plant time to throw some roots out.
JJ's going off with her.
Cat's gone crazy.
Yeah, she's a funny kid.
Where is she? She's
now we'll see
looking
if this
ferocious
wants to zip
down
tie,
there.
or if not.
This is where you want an extra arm, isn't it?
Yeah, it can be a little bit fiddly, but it's like doing the maths in your brain. So that is really all I want. I don't want to cinch any of the leaves. I know the plant can't fall out because that's all too heavy, but I also want it to catch on some of these leaves here so that it can't pull up either. So that's as firm as I want it there. It doesn't have to be any firmer. If I choose to, I just said I hate saying I can put a second one down the bottom here just so that it doesn't end up going on too much of an angle and these leaves becoming a bit skew with. So,
and if they start to constrict the plant, you can always just snip them off and put a looser one on.
Yeah.
There's lots of options.
All I need for now, except for a tag, which I shall do. Oh look, we've got some seeds to pop back in the plant because they'll grow in the plant. They'll die if I leave them on there. So another T, Xerographica. So we shall pop that through perhaps.
Sam's writing with the wrong hand. She used her right hand.
I do have a left-handed child though, so it's in me, it's in my genes. I just chose not to. And I've broken my right wrist 3 times, so I'm actually quite ambidextrous when it comes to writing and doing things.
Well, us left-handers are the ascending.
Well, I'm right-hand dominant. I wouldn't call myself right-handed. Anyway, there we go. We've got a remounted Xerographica parent plant.
Boom.
That I have a tag on now. And we've got my beautiful pup mounted.